Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Toriko chapter 200, the big 200, and this chapter was some crazy shit. Because the 4 Beast is finally on the move. It has surfaced above the central human world, and it is literally, there's one panel, there's one page in this entire chapter that freaked me out. Because there was some random dude on some subway, and he looks out the subway train window. And all of a sudden, all we see is like this big ass, like disgusting face. And it's like, yo, the 4 Beast is here. It is here to eat some humans. It is hungry. It is waiting. And the thing about this is that, see, the reason why I like Toriko so much is that it has narration. And the reason why it has narration is because some of the creatures that we see in the world, that we see in the world of Toriko are intelligent. But they can't speak, human language. So we have narration in order to give us an idea of what these creatures are plotting and thinking at that point in time. Like, for example, when Terry turned away and he looked towards the central human world, because Toriko notices that when Terry first did that, Terry must have sensed that there was something in the central human world. However, Gaol, he saw Terry turn away, and then there was a narration scene about Gaol and how his pride was damaged at that point in time. So one of the real things that makes Toriko so good, in my opinion, is the narration. Also, in this chapter, what I really liked was the detail on the 4 Beasts' face. The main body is very simple. It's kind of like a tree trunk. More like tree roots. Yeah. It's more like tree roots. However, the face of the 4 Beasts is it's so demonic, and the detail they put on like every line to make it seem like woodish yet demonic, and it's kind of like a really freaky tree / pumpkin type thing. So it's very, very cool. But honest to God, overall with this chapter, I'm gonna give it a good chapter. It really is a good chapter. It's a setup chapter, but it's still a good chapter. Toriko. I can see Mansum and Tepe having a major role in this whole entire confrontation between the 4 Beasts and the human world itself. Because right now, I'm pretty sure, because Terry's very fast. Out of all of the creatures that all the 4 kings have, I think Terry's the fastest one, but Quinn is the longest one. So Quinn may already be there and shit. At the same time, Kiss is okay. And then there's the Harma horse where we saw him. And by the way, the Harma horse is like eating like mad trees and shit, and we see how big it is in comparison to like basic trees. It's crazy. But basically, I'm thinking that Toriko is gonna get there first, because Terry is a battle wolf, and the battle wolves have insane amount of speed. And then again, of course, there could be Quinn too, because Quinn is probably like already there, because Quinn is a freaking huge ass snake. And the thing here is that when we see Mansum and there's someone behind Mansum, I'm gonna think that it's Tepe, but it could be someone else. I'm not too sure. I think it's Tepe. That's what I think. So, because Mansum's like, maybe it's my turn to shine, and then we see that shabby figure right behind him. So I'm thinking Tepe. But that being said, overall, a great chapter, Toriko. So let me dive into the summary. So basically, it starts off with Rin. And she's informing, because after Zebra does his bead punch on the Mount Turtle gets fucked up. What happens is that Rin notifies all the 4 Heavenly Kings that the guys that you're fighting right now are not the 4 Beasts. The 4 Beasts is only one. And then they're like, what the hell are you talking about? And then what happens at this point in time is that we have like a narration scene of the 4 Beasts, and it says right here, the 4 Beast control tower, the main body. A bulb-like seeds of life grow on its limbs. After a few hundred years, 4 of these seeds will grow into adult beasts, and then we actually see some of its roots, and its roots are transforming into actual creatures and shit. And right here it says, the main body sets those beasts loose in the human world, letting them eat humans to their heart's content, and then takes them into its body when they return, thus absorbing the humans. So originally, the 4 Beasts does not directly eat it does not directly eat the humans. What happens is that the 4 Beasts actually absorbs the nutrients from the other beast that consumed the humans. So that's the way it used to be. However, things change because of President Ichirayu, because you know Ichirayu over here, he is the truth. This guy is probably OP as shit. Yeah, he probably is. But basically, it says right here, it says, but this time the main body strategy changed because the 4 beasts it sent in last time, due to Ichirayu, ate considerably few humans and returned bearing serious wounds. This time, the control tower ventured into the censored human world itself. And what happened is that it had a strategy. And the strategy was that it sent all the 4 beasts to each of the 4 corners of the human world, north, south, east, and west, and then all the humans in the and all the humans that lived in the outside human world. I believe there was a migration of 60 billion people. Well, they all went into this central human world. And I think the narration was I think it said something along the lines of like a shark herding a school of fish or something of that nature. And basically that was on purpose because the 4 beasts itself was already there waiting at the central human world so it could devour all the humans itself. So first-hand eating, alright? It used to be second-hand finger food, but now it's first-hand and gourmet cuisine. So clearly, this 4 beasts is not fucking around. And then we see the panel. We see the panel where there's one guy, he's staring out the window, and then it's like a huge train complex. But this train complex is so big, but it is completely nerfed underneath the sides of these roots of the 4 beasts. It's like all these roots have faces and shit. Like weird wooden pumpkin ass faces. And they're all like, yeah, ha, dinner. You know, so it's really creepy shit. And then what happens is that the other 4 beasts, well, the limbs of the 4 beasts, Gao, King Octopus Kong, Invade Death, and Mount Turtle, they all bail. They all bail underneath the ground. And Zebra is, because like Sunny's like, what the hell's going on? Coco's like, oh my god, like that direction, it can't be, kiss. And then, what happens at the Mount Turtle, like its volcanic shell, like eruption shit. And then Zebra's like, where the fuck's the turtle? So he's like, echolocation. And then he notices that the turtle's under the ground. And then Zebra is like, where the fuck do you think you're going, asshole? The armor horse, get over here. So, clearly Zebra, he's noticing that this motherfucker's getting too cocky. So clearly, yeah, he's getting too cocky. So he calls to the armor horse, and then Terry, Toriko calls Terry, and then Rin and Komatsu, they're wondering, are the other kings gonna make it in time? And Kogo informs them, Toriko, he informs them that, yeah, no shit, because they have skills too that allow them to sense other animals, and they're gonna make it there as well as we. So, and at this point in time, what happens is that the central human world is kind of like an earthquake and shit, like shit shaking apart, like what's going on and shit. And then we see Mansum, he's staring there like, maybe it's my turn. And then we see this shadowy figure behind Mansum. And then the last panel of this page is clearly the freaking huge ass creature known as the 4 Beasts. And it has a train in its mouth. And the train looks so fucking small, it's not even funny. Like Toriko, I swear to God, Toriko, they go big. They go big or they go home. And they never go home. So they always go big. And yeah, it's insane. Like really, like this train looks small as shit. The 4 Beasts and this giant root-like structure with like a pumpkin ass face. It is here, it is ready to fuck shit up, it is crazy. This chapter, Toriko, overall is a good chapter, but it's still mainly a setup chapter because now we see the main creature, which is the main focus of their battle, and we're going to see the 4 kings converge on this creature. And I am curious as to see what the capture level is of the 4 beasts. So, that being said, King of Lightning, be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace, have a nice day.